आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello students, question is limit x tends to 0, x to the power a sine to the power bx, okay, upon sine x to the power c, where abc belongs to r minus 0 exists and has non-zero value, then we have to say value of a plus b. So we have to say value of a plus b. So let's solve this problem. See what I am going to do. I am going to write x to the power a as it is and sine to the power bx as sine x to the power b. Okay, whole upon sine x to the power c, and this is limit x tends to 0. Now this will be x to the power a into, I am going to write this as sine x upon x multiply divide this with x to the power b and whole upon, here also I am going to multiply this with x to the power c, multiply and divide with x to the power c. Limit will be x tends to 0. Okay, now I will take this x outside this bracket, so what it will become, x to the power a. Okay, so this will become sine x upon x to the power b into x to the power b upon x to the power c into sine x to the power c upon x to the power c, and limit is x tends to 0. Okay, see both this x to the power a, x to the power b will multiply to become x to the power a plus b, and this x to the power c will divide to become x to the power a plus b minus c. Okay, and limit is x tends to 0. And this whole upon, when limit x tends to 0, we know that sin x upon x is 1. This is formula, limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is equals to 1. So this value is going to be 1 to the power b. Okay, no problem. Okay. Now denominator, if you see x to the power c, as x tends to 0, this is 0 and this is also 0. And interesting thing is both are same function. So what is understandable thing in this formula? This both should tends to 0 and both should be same, then the value of this is 1. And here you can see both, as x tends to 0, x to the power c both tends to 0 and both are same. So this is also 1. So if this is has non-zero value, okay, limit x tends to 0, okay, x to the power a plus b minus c. Okay, as x tends to 0, it is not exact 0. This is 0 plus, like 0 plus to the power a plus b minus c. And if this becomes 0, if this becomes 0, so 0 plus to the power 0 will be 1. Okay, and why only 0 plus? This can be 0 minus also. Okay, and 0 minus because x tends to 0. X tends to 0 means x can be 0 plus or 0 minus anything. So if this is 0 plus and if this becomes 0, then 0 plus is not exact 0. This is something greater than 0. Okay, and that number to the power 0 will be 1, and this is non-zero value. 1 is non-zero value, and of course over here also 0 minus is little less than 0. This is not exact 0. Exact 0 upon exact 0 is not defined. Okay, always remember. So 0 minus is little less than 0, and if its degree is 0, then this will also become 1. So this should be 0. A plus b minus c should be 0. So a plus b should be equals to c. Okay, and no problem. if this will not be 0, suppose this value is 2, then 0 plus to the power 2 will be equals to 0. Then this will become 0 value, not non-zero value. Okay. So for this number to be happen non-zero, a plus b minus c must be equals to 0, and a plus b should be equals to c, and the value of a plus b is c. Thank you students.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।